have a mic. I've always had a mic. It's just that I'm not very confident with my mic because it's not one of the fancy ones. It's one of those things that you buy off TikTok. Slowly get to a point where I look professional ish with my mic because I know how irritating it can be with the. We're gonna deal with this for now. I wasn't going to make a video today. I wanted this to be like for me to do weekly Mondays because that's usually the time when I'm not really doing much. Mondays have been sort of like my Sundays, oddly enough. I'm a freelancer, if you didn't know. If I didn't mention before, I never know what I say. I never really watch my video, the last one at least. And I don't think I plan to watch most of my videos. I will be editing this, so I'm kind of lying. I still don't know what I want to do with this page, but I'm just gonna roll with it. So, if you don't know, I'm a freelancer, I'm an actor, theater practitioner. We call it theater practitioner, but I think the easier way to say it is a theater maker. I'm also, I guess, a content creator because now I'm sort of trying to sell myself as a video editor for because I realized I actually really enjoy editing videos. I still have a lot to learn. I'm also kind of like playing with music these days. That's a part of me I'm not ready to show yet because I'm very insecure about my musicality. Maybe it's for the best. Maybe you'll never see it. We are already in a timeline where everyone's bombarding, where everyone's sort of a content creator of some sort. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I recently received a rejection email. The reason why I say I'm a theater maker in Malaysia, by the way, if you guys didn't know, because Malaysia's theater industry is not really an industry; it's a scene. It's very niche. Even though we have quite a few theaters that sort of like popped up recently, which is like in retrospect, it sounds great, but where's the funding coming, babes? The season lineup that you should be setting up, and the reason why I have to emphasize this before I get to my story about rejection letters is because one of the things that I've sort of ventured into or I'm stepping into the role of as a theater maker is producing. And me becoming a producer is sort of like the same of creatives go through in this industry. And that is they end up wearing multiple hats because they have no choice. So we just do the work until it makes sense. You know what's so funny? Like I do talk like this, but I also don't really talk about this. There's this thing when you have a very specific relationship in front of the camera. It's like it's you, but it's really not you. No, that's just me being the chronic overthinker that I am. Who cares? Okay. Okay. I got rejected for a producer network, an international producer network. If you don't know this, a lot of people in the arts and theater maker scene, a lot of the way we connect is that we do a lot of these network stuff. Mostly producers, artists who become producers or forced to be producers of their own work. This is how we connect. This is how we build connections and all. So there was this huge like producer connect event that was happening in New York that I had applied for early on this year. And the reason why I did it was because a friend of mine who is, I would say, somewhat of a seasonal producer in the Malaysian scene was really encouraging me to do that. And that's only because she wanted a friend, but also I think she wanted to see me like rise to the occasion as well. She truly believes in me, and I'm very grateful for that and very honored because I think highly of her. I don't know if she'll ever see this video, but I wouldn't consider myself as a full on producer. I would consider myself as a community builder. I've sort of always been creating a lot of spaces. A lot of times when I create these spaces, it is out of survival. It is because there is a lack of. Uh, the hard part is the sustainability part because life gets to us. But regardless, I always create these spaces. And that's why I think my friend wanted me to be on a part of this journey with her. And lo and behold, I got rejected from this network. We're still in this topic, but she got it. And the thing is, I really knew that I was not going to get it. And the reason why I knew this was because of the headspace that I was in when I was applying for this network program. A lot of these networking spaces for the arts, funding for the arts, they will always ask you to fill in a form, and this form sort of asks you questions like, what have you been doing
What's your
in
philosophy
work?
on
How
life?
long
How
have you been
doing
doing
work?
work? So it's a lot of these kind of questions. It can be very existential. I don't know about you, but 2026 has been such a whirlwind, specifically the first 6 months. I've always said that the biggest fears I've had after the pandemic, it was either the world was going to like acknowledge the stillness during the silent moments of a lockdown, or we are going to overcompensate by chasing time, by chasing life, by feeling like we always need to have a very fulfilling life and all that kind of stuff because we fear so much that we're going to lose out again. I wasn't wrong. I feel like majority of us are in a constant state of chase. Now, it isn't to say prior to pandemic we weren't like that, but I just feel like it's just tripled the energy of us chasing for something in life. And it's even worse because I'm a freelancer, because we always need to move like as if we're working towards something, when a lot of times I'm surviving. And I know plenty of people, no matter how successful they are, I feel like they're also in a state of survival. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just throwing words at this point. No, I'm serious. Like, I felt like 2026, I achieved so much, and it's all from all the work that I've sort of like been building over the years. And it's very nice to see myself achieve that. My only issue during the first 6 months was that I was in a constant state of go, 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 that I had no capacity to be self reflect, which is so ironic and painful for an artist or someone who is working in the art scene, who constantly has to answer very self-reflective questions. It's such a common thing for us to have these kind of conversations as well. Like, it's our norm. When I talk to people who aren't artists or creatives, I always find it fascinating. You get to really lead your life not answering a lot of existential questions, which I think deep down inside, as someone who can be very nihilistic in her thoughts, I find that such a bliss. My bubbles have been popped, and I don't think I can ever really fully get to that point ever again. I would have to turn back time. And I found myself like doing so much work and then also filling out so many forms. And I know a lot of these things take a lot of practice, and I've only had so much practice. It really came to a point of realization that I should always be listening to my body, because when I was writing and filling up the form of this thing, this networking thing, I already felt I was not gonna receive it. And I know people who like do this so much, they're like, no, you're overthinking it. I was like, no, you probably had better practice than I did. But I realized if I can't create, or I can't write, I can't speak about my work in a place of healthy rest, will not do my best work. And this has been the bane of my problem for so many things, because I realize I am living in a world where hustle culture is the norm and where everyone's constantly chasing for something. Fake it till you make it. Yeah, I have gotten used to the idea of faking it till I make it. But even if I fake it till I make it, don't I get to like celebrate my moments when I make it? Or are my moments of celebration such a small window? And I think that's my biggest issue when I create, achieving so much, but I have such a little or almost no window or small windows of self reflection. And I know I'm coming from a place of privilege when I say this, because I know what it's like to have no privilege of being self reflective. I've been there. I think I'm still a little bit there, but I like to be delusional a bit to believe that I'm not. I'm learning to accept every single day that I don't work like some people who can just be okay with small windows of self reflection, small windows of joy in their work, because I don't know how to enjoy if there is no room for to breathe. I cannot create like that. I cannot, acknowledge, and I need time for that, by the way. I know this isn't everyone. I've seen people and I admire to just be in a constant state of go, 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 be okay with their small windows. And I probably am assuming of them that, but they do such good work regardless of not being okay. But I don't. I have I burn out very easily, and no matter how much I build my stamina, my burnout will show itself in my body. No matter how many stars I can reach, I still will not feel as fulfilled because I did not take the time to build on honest rest. And I think the other thing that I need to acknowledge and accept is that rest can only exist if there is a complete honesty in my joy. Other than that, you're in a constant state of survival. If my mind is consistently worried, scared that I'm losing time, I'm chasing life, I'm slow, I'm not catching up with certain goals, that feels like a constant fight every day. I really am just not a person who can overdrive myself. And I'm learning every single day to be okay with that and accept that and enjoy that and realize that my fruits of labor will take a little bit longer than some. I like to believe I'm a late bloomer in so many. I should be allowed to indulge in that. Yeah. This rejection letter was just like an evidence of what I already knew about myself, but I chose to not listen to myself because I didn't want to disappoint anyone of not trying. And I could only be happy that I tried because right now I'm in a very idle stage in my year. I have the privilege to be a bit idle at the moment. Not fully idle as much as I would love to be, but I need to always be honest with myself that I know when I'm ready. And I know there are a lot of people who believe in me that they think I'm ready now, but only I know when I'm ready, when I can speak from a good place of my work. I think I just need to get better at telling people that, even if they give me looks.
Right. Yeah, that's the big one. That's the one I want to try.
Not bad.